Probably quite fun if you're sitting in a quad. As we see the start line here, we're going to have Ukraine, Romania, Great Britain, the Netherlands, Poland and Italy. Martin will take you through the crews.
So there's the Ukrainians, Mikola Kalashnik, Dmitry Hulo, whose rowing club in Kherson's been destroyed by the war, Alexander Nadotka, Ivan Dovdotko. We went through the Romanians, Chiruta, Adam Prudinea and Nash. There is the stroke of the British boat, Tom Barras. Behind him, Hayward, Bourne, Dixon, Florian van Dorp, Vieten, Metzmakers, the very fast Dutch crew. The world champions from Poland, Hazar, Biksup, Zitarski and Balanski in the stroke seat. There are the distinctive features of Giacomo Gentili, the Italian strokeman, back after illness, Nicolo Carucci and Andrea Panazza. And up in the bow seat of the Italians, it is Nicolo Carucci. So that's the Italians, Gentili, Chiamento, Panazza and Carucci.
So we're expecting quite a race here. As you said, the Italians have had a few changes within their crew, but they're back to their full starting lineup. They're on lane 6. Poland, the world champions, pushed out, had to come through the repechage. And then in the centre lanes, it's Great Britain and the Netherlands, who both will be looking for these crews to have moved on. And that's not even to mention the Romanians and Ukrainians at the top of the screen, Martin.
This is such a tasty race. Tom Barras there, Olympic silver medalist in this event, backed up by a host of new characters behind him. They're not the quickest out. Italians, well, back in their new combination, Giacomo Gentili. I did an interview with him across his corner with the Italians. So they're such a great bunch of lads. And, you know, Giacomo loves to fly out the front end. He's a real racer. And you've got the power in the middle of that Italian boat from Andrea Panizza, 5:42 on the erg. So no wonder they're flying out early doors, Greg.
Well, yeah, you had all 4 of them, didn't you, together doing an interview with you for Crossie's Corner, those Italians, showing how joined up they are. Lovely shot here from the drone, and like I said, it's going to be, we're hoping for a really close race here. The early leaders do look like it's the Polish and it's the Italians on the right of the shot, but I mean, it's probably going to be quite a fast race, so getting in that early lead could be quite advantageous. Getting dropped, as we've seen on the far side, could be really quite bad news.
The Italians did the poles in the European Championships, but I think Poland have come back in. They will have really woken up after that head-to-head they had with the Dutch. Tried to get a bit more of a lead in the first part of the race on that Dutch quad. And they just went, you know, head-to-head like we're seeing with the Italians just in for the lead. But the Dutch quad will come back into it. That's their bow of lane 4. Britain out of the medal position at the moment. They are heat winners. Got a lot to do. Barras, Hayward, Bourne and Dixon as Poland take the lead and Italy drop back. Ukraine are in 4th place on that left of your picture as you look at the drone shot.
Well, useful that you can see the graphic there in the bottom right, so you can see the crews you're looking for, you can see the positions you're looking for. The fast starting Italians had that lead, but now the Polish experience, this Polish world champion crew have now just started to move as we're coming up towards the halfway. Britain and Ukraine must be worried that the race of the field is getting away from them, but that half length, they look like they could still be in it. If Italy go backwards from here, what do you think, Martin?
They could still be in it. The Dutch, with the power of Simon van Dorp in the 2-seat, I think he's a 5:36 on the ergo, certainly sub 5:40, the former Husky from Washington University.
Well, that's a lot of power, but will he be able to use that power in these fast tailwind conditions, in a quad like this? Perhaps in a kind of headwind, you might be able to really lean on it with that kind of power. I reckon for these guys, it'll be quite hard to actually really get on it and really feel that they're able to use their power. For me, this is about speed, cleanness, efficiency, and that's what's working, I guess, for this Polish group.
Yeah, so confident after being world champions. They spend so much of their time out of Poland on training camps, these men. I did an interview with one of them through the close season, and they spend about 200 days out of Poland.
Wow, that's amazing. And they do move well together. I mean, they're really doing nothing to slow the boat down, and I'm sure in these conditions that's going to work for them so well. It's not a big yank, it's not a big pull at the finish. It's the Netherlands now who are tracking them, but it's just about a boat length. The Netherlands need a very big third 500 here. Can't help thinking Italy with the crew changes will do well, certainly to come back on Poland. You'd have thought they may stay in here for a medal though.
Yeah, Italy will probably have to fight off Great Britain, that will have a strong second thousand. There you see the two Olympic champions, Con Metz-Makers, closest to us, Toon Weten behind him. Two men from the Njord Focus Club and Neerhuis. This Dutch crew coached by Francisco Fossi. Simon van Dorp in the two-seat, Finn Florijn, brother of Caroline, who won the semi-final in the women's single sculls today. Poland go through with 500 metres left. The Netherlands just ahead of Italy. Great Britain got a lot of work to do if they're going to get in the medal hunt. Ukraine in 5th, and in 6th place it is the Romanians.
Well, there's little mini battles going on all over the course, aren't there? Right at the back there, the Romanian crew and Ukrainians side by side with each other. But it's Poland who've still got that nice lead. They've got that little bit of clear water. I think the British are getting kind of dragged along with the Netherlands. They're in a race with them. And Italy are a little bit exposed out here on their own, desperately trying to hold off what I'm imagining will be a finish coming from their right, from the British.
And it's beautiful what the Poles are doing now. They've found an extra gear, haven't they? And really loose and fluid and relaxed, and they're taking it out away from the Dutch. The Dutch beat them in the heat. It was toe-to-toe. The Poles have really stepped on. They've had to come through the repechage, and it's their boat leading. Great Britain now just 5 metres behind the Italians.
Well, you think of how big and strong and powerful they are, and yet they look quiet, they look clean, they look efficient in that quad scull. And that Polish boat is not going to be beaten unless something seriously goes wrong. Italy hanging on desperately on the side of the picture, and for me, Netherlands, the only ones who can challenge here coming down towards the finish line.
So we have just under 100 metres to go. It is Poland. A look round there from Dominik Haza, the Polish bellman. The Dutch are closing on them, but it is Poland. They will be the 2023 European champions. The Netherlands just hold off Italy. Great finish from the Italians to destroy Britain's hopes of a medal. And it is Romania who crossed the line in 5th, just ahead of Ukraine. Stunning exhibition. Matti Bixup holds his hands up. The handshake with Miroslav Zitarsky. Baranski in the stroke seat salutes the crowd. It was amazing, wasn't it?
Stunning exhibition, your words. Absolutely, Martin, it was. They got out into the race without overexerting themselves. Italy were those early starters, but just lovely, clean sculling from the Polish. A decent race here from the Netherlands sat in the middle. And I was really impressed with the way Italy didn't fade. After leading like that, I thought Italy might fade. You can see how much it's going to have hurt them. Yeah. But they stayed in the race and hung on for that bronze.
Well, they've had Simon Veneer as a sub-in, you know, during this regatta, and they're back to their normal lineup now. So great for them. And a happy birthday to the gold medal winner, Fabian Baranski from Poland now, has turned 24. The man from WTW Włocławek Club. We're going to see our replays now.
Yeah, some lovely shots of the athletes just doing their preparations. Seeing the focus behind the glasses.
Love these drone shot views. They give you a sense of, you know, who's quickest out and where they are in relation to the lane.
Yeah, it's nice to get the idea of just how difficult this is as well, because these scullers are so strong, powerful athletes, and yet they still move so well.
The crew from Poland. Wow, what a performance that was. They lost the heat to the Dutch. They learnt their lesson. Alex Wachkowski really did some good work with them between the heat and through the rep. Dominik Haza from Krakow in the south of Poland. It's a medal from Richard Stadniuk, who is also from Poland. Big congratulations from Mateusz Bixup from Gdansk in the north of Poland. Miroslav Zitarsky from the Energia Torun Club. And Fabian Baranski, the birthday boy today from WTW Włocławek. Kind of think so far they're my crew of the day. Well, if you had international sound, you could hear the 4 voices of the Polish quad sing out their anthem. A little bit more practice needed to get in the male voice choirs, but that's not their expertise.